Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now. What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Let's talk about the new episode of Vanderpump Rules, Season 11, Episode 2. Let's get right into it.
I will be at my house.
Right, but I also think that from just like a logical standpoint, he's allowed to have a party at his house.
That's true. But I'm also allowed to call the cops for a noise complaint.
So, we pick up the episode with Ariana. By the way, her room is disgustingly dirty. Ugh, girl, please do your laundry. Fold your clothes at least. But Sandoval finally films his first scene. He wasn't on the episode last week except for like the last minute when he got home after filming that competition reality show where like they go and climb mountains and stuff. So he's communicating with the assistant. He still looks hurt over everything that happened. He's especially hurt with Schwartz because he hasn't been talking to him, and he feels like Schwartz betrayed him because Schwartz went to Jax Taylor's podcast to talk about Sandoval. Sandoval is also going to have a birthday party, and we see this weird dynamic. So, Ariana doesn't come out her room unless Sandoval goes into his room and vice versa. I think it's all an act for the cameras, but that's what we saw. But when Ariana goes down, the assistant tells Ariana that Sandoval wants to throw a birthday party. And Ariana says he cannot do that. And if he does that, she will call the police. So Sandoval can't have a party in his own house. We then see Lisa Vanderpump. She's getting ready because after 10 years, she's closing Pump, the restaurant. It's been 10 years. But it has become too much to maintain it open. Like, she says that the rent is ridiculous, which surprises me because, like, she's Lisa Vanderpump. But yeah, they're closing that. We see James and his girlfriend, Allie. Allie looks like a female ChatGPT programmed girlfriend. James is going off about the dog that he and Raquel used to have, Graham. He also talks a little bit about the dates for some shows that he's going to be doing. To go back to Sandoval, Jason comes over. He's a friend of Tom's, and Sandoval says that he lost the majority of his friends after the scandal, so Jason is a good friend to him. Jason asks Sandoval if he has heard from Raquel, and Sandoval says no, he hasn't, but he does want to reach out, and he says that he's still in love with Raquel. Sandoval back, come on. Tom mentioned the birthday party that he wants to throw, but the assistant interrupts and says, oh yeah, about that, Ariana said that she would call the police if you threw a party. So Sandoval says, okay, can you ask her, like, what if we compromise? What if everyone leaves by 9 p.m.? Next up, Ariana and Lala go hang out. They go and buy some smoothies, and Lala asks Ariana, how's the living situation going? And Ariana says that, well, Sandoval wants to have a party, and I said that he's not going to have it. Lala says, why? Ariana says, because it's my house. And Lala says, but it's his house too. So, technically, he can throw whatever party he wants. And Ariana says, yes, and I can call the police for a noise complaint. Lala says, but why would you do that? And Ariana says, because I have stuff to do. And Lala says, well, why can't you, compromise, the people will leave at a certain time? Lala tells Ariana that there would be so many less problems if Ariana just moved on. Ariana says that she will move once the house is sold. She says that she refuses to allow Sandoval to buy her out, which sounds so dumb. Just say that you don't want to move. Just say it. Then Ariana, this woman is crazy. Now she's saying that being with Sandoval is maybe why she didn't want to have kids. But now that she's with Dan, she's considering doing different things. Really, Ariana? Don't blame Sandoval for that. The next scene is everyone going to Pump for the very last time. It was full of people. Lisa Vanderpump gets the mic and she gives a speech about the dream that she had that turned into Pump. They showed flashbacks of the 11 years that they've been open with, that we've seen with these characters in the show. Sheena, Lala, Katie, Schwartz, Ariana attend. Schwartz actually went behind the bar and the crowd was cheering for him when he was making those drinks. But as soon as he approaches the table, the ladies fled away. Then LVP and Schwartz have a little chat, and LVP wants to know what is going on with the business. He says that they have some partners that said that if Sandoval was in it, they would leave. So Schwartz is sort of putting all the blame on Sandoval, but Lisa isn't really buying it completely. There might be some truth to that, but she doesn't think that's like the real reason. So it is then another day, and Sheena is going to a studio. She's still playing pop star, so she's going to do some event with Ariana and Katie, some sort of emo music festival. She records something, not my judge. But then her and Brock talk a little bit about Sheena maybe stepping back into music, doing some different stuff, and her parenting. Then we finally get the Schwartz and Sandoval meetup. They seemed okay. Sandoval even brought some shoes for him as a gift. Sandoval apparently also said that he stopped drinking in solidarity of Raquel while she's in this facility. But then the Toms get into it. Sandoval says that it was a lot. His bank accounts withdrew after everything happened. Ariana hadn't paid the bills for like 8 months, and I believe it. Sandoval goes off on Schwartz about him going on Jax's podcast and the aftermath. So Schwartz says that from his perspective, it looked like Sandoval didn't give a bleep about anyone but himself. Sandoval says that he gets it and he's going to work on that. Then Schwartz says, well, tomorrow is your birthday. What you going to do? And Sandoval says, well, I wanted to have a few people come to the house. If you want to come, because Ariana probably won't be there. She'll be at that emo festival. So Schwartz says, oh, actually, Sheena invited me to that festival. So Sandoval asks, well, what you going to do? Where are you going to go? And Schwartz says, I don't know, but I'm going to put me first. So then it's a Sheena scene again. She brings this girl named Tori who she wants to help babysit her daughter because the other lady that they had, she has like back pain, so she can't do certain things like carry the little girl into the crib and stuff like that. But then Brock and Sheena start to argue. I don't even know what that was about. I was so confused. They're going off about parenting or if Sheena doesn't bring things up. It was weird. Then we see Schwartz go visit James and Allie in their new house. So it looks like Schwartz and James are like really friendly this season. Schwartz is really happy for them, but he can't help but feel a little sad knowing that he once had a house and a marriage and now he lost it. So Allie says that she started an astrology business and she is reading to Schwartz what his astrology says about him. I don't know anything about that. But as they're doing that, James gets a message from Sandoval. He's inviting him and Alec to his birthday party. So that was surprising to them. It is then the day for Sandoval's party. It was honestly, like, it was giving like a 12-year-old having a birthday party after school. Like, that's the vibes it was giving. So as he's setting that up, Ariana is in her room getting ready for this emo fest. James and Allie do end up going to Sandoval's party. So then we see the girls, it was all the girls, they went to this event. And Schwartz also ended up coming to Sandoval's party. Billy is there. She and Sandoval have been getting caught together a lot recently. So this was weird though. So like I said, James and Allie decided to go, but Allie stays in the car and James goes knock. He says he's only going to be there for a little bit, so Sandoval opens. They give each other the most awkward hug ever. He does offer him a drink, and then James says, I can't stay for long. Can we have a little chat? So, small talk, house to house, how you doing? But then James tells Sandoval that he was expecting a text and he got nothing. Sandoval says, well, he was very overwhelmed by everything, and James says, yeah, I get that, but it's been months. So Sandoval apologizes for not reaching out, and James then asks, well, are you sorry for betraying me? Oh my gosh, these people are ridiculous. So then Sandoval says, betray you? Well, what you did to me with Kristen. So James gets up and says, I'm not going to entertain something from 10 years ago. And then he leaves. Then he goes and pees on the tree outside. When I was thinking that James was being a little bit mature this season, he ruins it by being his same old bloody self, as the British would say. But yeah, I think it's so ridiculous how James and all these people expected Sandoval to reach back to them after the way they obliterated him at the reunion. Make it make sense. But anyway, you guys, that was the episode. Kind of boring, but we'll see what next week will bring. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about everything that we saw this episode, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.